Good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Luke here, and today's a sad day for our country. It's been 84 years since Pearl Harbor was under attack by the Imperial Japanese, and I'm afraid today is a busy day for me today because I have a candlelight service to go to at church, and I will have to pass this conversation around to my other me, for which he has explained the attack on Pearl Harbor on the 5th of December, which is on a Friday. So I'll go ahead and pass that on to my other me. Luke?
Thanks, Luke. On December the 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor was under attack by the Empire of Japan on the United States Pacific Fleet at its naval base at Pearl Harbor on Oahu, Hawaii. At the time, the United States was a neutral country in World War II. The air raid at Pearl Harbor, which was launched from aircraft carriers, resulted in the United States declaring war on Japan the next day. The Japanese military leadership referred to the attack as the Hawaii Operation and Operation Owl, and as Operation Z during its planning. Months of negotiations between the United States and Japan over control and influence in the Pacific took place before the attack on Pearl Harbor. Japan insisted that the United States lift its economic sanctions, stop helping China in the Second Sino-Japanese War, and allowed Japanese access to resources in the Dutch East Indies. On November 26, 1941, Japan sent out its naval strike force just before receiving the Hull Note, in which the United States called for Japan to withdraw from China and French Indochina. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, commander of the Japanese Combined Fleet, designed the strike as a preemptive blow against the United States Pacific Fleet, which had been based at Pearl Harbor since 1940 to deter Japanese expansion in Southeast Asia. Yamamoto believed that a surprise attack would let Japan seize territory quickly and then push for a negotiated peace. Along with Pearl Harbor, Japan also launched coordinated assaults within the same 7-hour window on the Philippines, Guam, Wake Island, Malaya, Singapore, and Hong Kong. Under the command of Chuichi Nagumo, the attack on Pearl Harbor began at 7:48 a.m. Hawaiian time on December 7, 1941, 6:18 p.m. GMT. A total of 353 Japanese aircraft, fighters, level and dive bombers, and torpedo planes were deployed in 2 waves from 6 carriers. All 8 United States battleships in the harbor were hit. 4 sank, though all except Arizona were later raised and 6 eventually returned to service. Japan also sank or damaged 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, a training ship, and a mine layer, and destroyed more than 180 American aircraft. In all, 2,403 Americans were killed and 1,178 wounded. Japan lost 29 planes, 5 midget submarines, and 130 personnel, most likely. At the time, the 3 United States aircraft carriers assigned to Pearl Harbor happened to be at sea, and key base facilities such as oil reserves and repair docks were left untouched. Japan announced war on both the United States and the British Empire after the same day, December 8th in Tokyo, though the formal notices were not delivered until the following day. On December 8th, the United States and the United Kingdom declared war in return. On December 11th, despite having no direct obligation under the Tripartite Pact, Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy declared war on the United States, which promptly responded in kind. Although Japan had carried out surprise attacks in the past, the absence of any formal warning and the widespread view and the strike was unprovoked led President Franklin D. Roosevelt to call December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The attack remained the deadliest event in Hawaii's history and the worst foreign attack on the United States until the 9/11 attacks on September 11th, 2001.
Thank you, Luke. Well, That's all I have for today. If you like what you hear, don't forget to leave a comment down below and subscribe. This is Stephen Luke, and I will say this to everyone who's an American. Never forget Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.